Archaeologists have discovered wreckage of 800-ton Dutch merchant ship sunk off the coast of Australia 168 years ago. Let's get into the story.
Quite something, isn't it, when a piece of history, lost for so long, just reappears?
It really is.
Like this discovery off South Australia, the Koning Willem de Tweed, an 800-ton Dutch merchant ship vanished, 168 years ago?
That's the one. Sank back in June 1857 near Robe. Tragically, 16 crew members were lost out of 25.
Awful. And the timing is just, wow. It had just delivered over 400 Chinese miners.
Yeah, just days before. It was right in the thick of that mid-19th century gold rush. Huge migration wave.
So this isn't just any shipwreck. It really ties into that whole historical moment.
Absolutely. It connects us directly to that, massive movement of people, the trade routes, the sheer risk involved.
The fact it went down so soon after they landed really brings home how dangerous those voyages were.
It certainly does.
So finding it must have been tough. I heard it took, 4 years? The Australian National Maritime Museum and the Silent World Foundation.
That's right. It was a significant collaboration. Lots of different groups involved. Flinders University, South Australia's DW, even Dutch support.
What made it so hard to find?
Well, several things. There was the chance it ran aground, got buried in sand over time. You know how the seabed shifts.
Okay, right.
And the visibility down there is apparently terrible. They described it as almost like being in a blizzard underwater.
A blizzard underwater, you can't even picture it, makes finding anything sound almost impossible.
Pretty much. A real challenge.
So how did they finally confirm it was the Koning Willem de Tweed? What were the clues?
Well, some key pieces fell into place. They found the ship's windlass. That's the big mechanism for the anchors.
Right, yeah.
Its design matched the historical specs for the ship. That was a big one.
Okay, so physical evidence lining up.
Exactly. And then there's the ship's draft, basically, how deep it sat in the water. That matched the depth where they found the wreck.
That makes sense. Like a footprint matching the shoe.
Sort of, yeah. And remember that magnetic anomaly people had noted before?
Oh, yeah, I read about that, like a magnetic ghost.
Kind of. Earlier surveys picked up this weird magnetic signal. This expedition went down and confirmed the source was about 140 feet long.
Which matches the ship's length?
Precisely. The Koning Willem de Tweed was known to be 140 feet long. So you put the windlass, the depth, the magnetic signature together.
It all points to the same ship.
But, we find shipwrecks relatively often. Why is this one such a big deal?
I think what sets this one apart is its direct connection to the human story of migration. It wasn't just cargo.
The miners.
Exactly. Those 400 individuals seeking fortune during the gold rush. This wreck is a tangible link to their journey, their risks, their hopes. It grounds that history.
Yeah, it makes it much more real than just reading numbers in a book. It gives those stories an anchor, like you said.
It does. And it highlights the vital, if dangerous, role these ships played in shaping countries like Australia.
So what happens now? Is that it, or is there more work planned?
Oh, definitely more work. The plan is for ongoing monitoring missions. They need to document the site properly, see how it's holding up. Right, preservation and study.
Exactly. Learn as much as we can while ensuring it's protected.
So wrapping this up then, the discovery of the Koning Willem de Tweed is, it's more than just finding an old ship. It opens a window onto 19th century maritime life, global trade.
And crucially, the massive human migrations of the gold rush era. It's a physical piece of that pivotal time.
A really powerful connection to the past.
It makes you think, doesn't it? Consider for a moment, how many other ships are still out there beneath the waves, each one carrying its own stories, trade, exploration, migration, just human lives? What can they tell us about our shared history if we can only
Lost
find
treasure
it?
found? Comment it below. Thanks.